Once upon a time, in a small village named Mnei, there lived a humble carver named Obi. Obi was known throughout his village for two things: his incredible talent for carving wood and his quiet, gentle nature. Obi's home was a simple one, a small hut at the edge of the village, where the trees whispered secrets and the wind sang through the leaves. Every morning, he would wake up at dawn, eat a small breakfast of yam and palm oil, and head to the forest to find the perfect piece of wood. The villagers believed that would be a special gift, not just a skill, but a magic touch. It was said that whatever he carved brought good luck and happiness. A woman who bought a comb from him found a lost wedding ring the next day. A man who purchased a carved wooden bowl had his cow suddenly produce twice as much milk. Stories like this spread, and people from villages far and wide came to buy Obi's carvings. Despite his success, Obi never raised his prices, nor did he boast. He simply smiled, bowed slightly, and continued with his work. One day, a wealthy merchant came to the village. He had heard of Obi's carvings and wanted something special. "Carve me a statue that will bring me wealth," he demanded, placing a bag of coin on Obi's table. Obi hesitated. He never carved with a wish in his mind. He simply let the mood guide his hands. But the merchant was insistent, and Obi needed the money to fix his liquor. So he agreed. He worked on the statue for many days and nights, carving a figure of a fish, a symbol of prosperity. When he was done, he felt uneasy, as if this time something was not right. He handed the statue over to the merchant, who left without even saying a word or thanks. Days passed, and a strange tension filled the air. The merchant returned, furious. "Your statue brought me no wealth. Instead, my store burned down," he yelled, throwing the statue on the ground, where it shattered into pieces. The villagers gathered, whispering in fear. Was Obi's magic gone? Or had it turned dark? Feeling responsible for the merchant's loss, Obi decided to carve something to make amends. He spent the next day in the forest, not just searching for wood, but also for answers. As the sun began to set, he found himself deep in the forest, where he stumbled upon an old tree. The tree was very fine and unlike what he has ever seen before. He touched the tree and felt a warmth spread through his fingers. He knew this was the wood he needed. With great respect, he took a small piece and began to carve, right there in the heart of the forest. He carved through the night, guided by the lights of the moon. By morning, he had created not one, but a lot of small figures, each different from the next. A sense of peace filled him as he looked at them. He brought the figures back to the village and called the people together. "I do not know what magic this holds," he said, "but I made them with a heart full of hope and repentance." One by one, he gave the figures to those who had suffered misfortune recently, asking nothing in return. In the days that followed, a change swept over the village. The man whose cow had stopped giving milk found that she was healthy again. A widow who had lost her son in the forest found him returned, healthy and unarmed. The figures brought relief and joy, healing the wounds left by the merchant's anger. Obi's reputation was restored, but no longer felt pride in the tales of magic. He understood now that the true gift was not in the carvings themselves, but in the intentions behind them. He vowed to carve only with a clear heart and for the good of others. As for the series of carvings made that night, They became known as the Moonlight Gift, and Ubi continued to create them once each year, on the same night, under the moon's watchful eye. The villagers came to cherish these nights, gathering around Obi to watch him work, their hearts full of awe, and each carving infused with the spirit of that first night of repentance and magic, found its way to someone in need. It was Obi's carvings that bound the village together in wonder of gratitude. 1 year had passed since Obi had created the first set of moonlight gifts. The village had flourished, and stories of the carved figures' magic had spread far beyond the village. Obi remained humble and devoted to his craft, spending his days in peaceful embrace of his workshop. As the night of the full moon approached again, anticipation burst through the village like a hum of a busy hive. People wondered what mothers Obi would carve this year. Children made guesses, and elders shared tales of the old magic that once roamed the land freely. On the morning of the special day, Obi walked to the forest as he had done every day, but today was different. He felt a weight of expectation on his shoulders. Last year's carving weren't planned. They were a desperate plea for forgiveness. This year, the villagers expected miracles, and Obi worried about disappointing them. He wandered deeper into the forest, searching not only for the right wood, but also for peace in his troubled heart. Hours passed, and the sun moved across the sky, casting long shadows between the trees. Finally, Obi stopped. Before him stood an ancient tree, its branches twisted into the sky, leaves whispering secrets. It was here, last year, that he had found the wood that made the first moonlight gift. With a hopeful heart, he reached out and gently touched the bark. Warmth spread through his fingers, calming his spirit. This was the right place. With respect, Obi took what he needed, a single branch, and carried it back to his workshop. As the sun set, he began to carve under the glow of lantern light, while the full moon rose outside. The village was quiet, all eyes occasionally drifting towards Obi's hut. Inside, Obi's hands moved with skill, but his heart guided his work more than his hands. He carved through the night, and by dawn he had 7 new figures, each different from the ones before. He was a bird with wings spread wide. Another was a fish with scales that shimmered even in the dim light. The third was a figure of a mother holding a child, and others followed, each with its own spirit and story awaits to be told. As the first light of the dawn touched the village, Obi placed the figures on the table outside his hut. He was more tired than he had ever been, but his heart was full. The villagers gathered, marveling at the new moonlight gifts. Obi looked at each face in the crowd, seeing hope and wonder. He spoke softly. "These are for you, for all of us. May they bring us what we need, not always what we want." The village chief stepped forward, his wise eyes reflecting the morning light. "Obi, you are giving us a great gift. Not only these cabins, but the reminder of the magic within kindness and community." One by one, Obi handed the cabins. The bird went to a young woman who had lost her husband. "Let this remind you of the freedom of spirit, and may it lift your heart," Obi said. The fish was given to a fisherman whose nets had been empty for months. "May your net be as full as the river is long," Obi wished. The figure of the mother and the child went to the family, who had just welcomed a new baby after many years of hoping. "May love and laughter fill your home," he said as he handed them the carvings. Days turned into weeks, and once again small miracles began to happen. The young widow found comfort in the bird's figure, often seen smiling as if a weight has been lifted from her shoulders. The fisherman's nets were never empty again, and the family with a new baby found their home filled with joy and peace. But not all was perfect. A young man, who had received a carving of a warrior, felt no change. He was restless always, looking for something great, something more. One day he approached Obi, frustration clouding his features. "Why has the warrior brought me no luck? What does it mean?" Obi took the young man's hand in his own. "Sometimes the gift is not in changing our luck, but in changing how we see ourselves. You are strong, brave, and capable. You don't need luck." Months passed, and the magic of the moonlight gift wove through the village, touching each life differently. Obi continued to carve, but he knew the true magic was not in the wood, but in the hearts of those who believe in the gift they received. As the next full moon approached, Kobi began to feel that his work with the moonlight gift was complete. He decided this gift would be his last. He spent the month crafting the final set, pouring all his love and gratitude into each piece. When the night came, the whole village gathered to see the last of the moonlight gift. This time, Obi had created not just figures, but a large carving of the entire village, intertwined with figures of men, women, children, animals, and trees, all connected, all part of a larger whole. "This is us," he said, his voice strong in the quiet night. "Together, we are all more powerful than any magic. Remember this." Tears filled the eyes of many as they looked at the carving, seeing their homes, their neighbors, their lives carved with such love and care. From that day on, the carving remained in the center of the village, a reminder of their unity and strength. Obi no longer made moonlight gifts, but his legacy lived on in every smile, every kind gesture, and every story passed down through generations. In the heart of the village, under the shade of an ancient tree, the cabin stood, not just as a symbol of Obi's gift, but as a symbol of testament.